July 9th, Saturday, a little after 11 o'clock this morning. Looking up at the sky, a little strangeness going on. Evidence of sky spraying. Sprayed material does not look like clouds. It is kind of a strange looking sky with the white pasty stuff in the background that's been dumped from a jet. Odd looking material. They try to make it look like clouds, disguise it so people don't see it. So you really have to pay attention. But you can see the straight lines. Let's look off towards the east and see what we can see. Well, I gotta tell you, strange enough, the ground is pretty burnt. Should be green grass everywhere. Looks like weather, humidity. Pretty blue up here behind the white stuff. Whether that's humidity or some sprayed material. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Looks like some electromagnetic radiation over here ripples. So there you have it. I'm continuing to watch the sky for evidence of dumped chemicals. Geoengineering, weather control, weather warfare. What's the reason for them dumping stuff in the sky? That they try to make it look like clouds? See how that's long? Here's a short little squirt. Obviously not a cloud. Anyways, Rick Marrico reporting on this Saturday morning in the mountains of North Carolina, where the insanity continues, and I suspect it's continuing everywhere. July 9th, 2016, Saturday about 12:30. Took a look outside and the spraying continues. No mistaking it. So all this stuff you see right here in the sky looks like sprayed powder. Looks like cobwebs. It's like a long cigar squirt right there. If you don't pay attention, you really can't notice it. They try to blend it in. No spray lines right there, the pretty blue, the way the sky should be. But off towards the northwest, definitely pasty white sky, not the blue. Looks like electromagnetic radiation ripples there. So there you have it, spraying us like we're bugs here on this Saturday in the mountains. The beautiful mountains of North Carolina. July 9th, Saturday, about 4 o'clock. Not blue, but pasty white sky. There's a sky sprayed splotch right there. And down below looks like a cloud. Cloud, sky sprayed splotch. A line that's spreading apart. And the background of the sky is all pasty white. This is serious business. You can see over here some more evidence of the straight lines. Looks like cloud material and spray line here. So, a complete sky painted pasty white. No mistake about it. Not the natural normal blue. Clouds coming up over the horizon. And a sky painted white. Why? It has to affect the weather. It has to be altering Mother Nature's normal activity. And there's an old saying, don't mess with Mother Nature. But they are. And what effect is it having on planet Earth? For all you people out there who think Mother Earth is alive, a living entity, you think she likes being sprayed like a bug? Should we people accept the fact that they're spraying us like bugs? Our water, our crops, the birds, the bees, animals, trees. I say no. I say we need to stop it and find out why they have done it at the cost of billions, obviously. Rick Miracle reporting here in the mountains of North Carolina. July 9th, about 5 o'clock. Sky spraying in Asheville. And I'm noticing something interesting. You see that splotch in the background? Looks like they're adding a little bit more to it. And you say, Rick, that's nothing. Well, doing the same thing over here. See the splotch? They got that short little line. They're adding a little bit more to it. Little short splotches everywhere. When they're sky spraying, trying to disguise it. So they'll just take these patches and add a little more and add a little more. Get these big patches and all these stringy lines. Long, fat cigar lines. Short lines, to make all the sky pasty white. Dumping chemicals on us. Look over here. Long, stringy lines, stuff dumped in the sky. Don't we want to know why? Rick Miracle reporting. July 10th. Oh, 4 p.m. on this Sunday, 2016. Walked outside and said, oh my, they're continuing to spray. Notice it terminates this particular line right there. There's a short squirt there. Spray lines there. And basically a whole sky full of white powder. Geoengineering. This has to do something. And of course, dead grass with lack of rain. So that was off towards the east here in the mountains of North Carolina. Let's take a peek over here. Plenty of evidence. There's a little squirt there. And a long line there. And helter-skelter sprayed stuff over there towards the west, northwest. No mistaking it. Splotch right there, spray line that spread apart. So, plenty of evidence today that we're being sprayed like we're bugs, along with other concerning issues that add up to insanity. The recent, I guess you could just call it race issues, black and white, cops gun shootings, seemingly financed and orchestrated by the powers that be. They do want to disarm the people. That's a fact. They predicted this for a couple years now, and they've been continuing to do the crisis actor and staged shootings everywhere, and then screaming about the gun issues. So I'm saying, if they plan on disarming us, and they will go to such extremes as to create those issues or play on those issues, and they're sky spraying us, what do you think they have planned? I just read a U.S. geological report on the Venezuelan Guyana Shield. Look that up, U.S. Geological Mineral Report. Mineral. And apparently they're in southern Venezuela. There are a ton of diamonds and gold and other valuable minerals, and those people are starving. Food supplies have been cut off. So 40, 60 million people. Would they really kill them all so the New World Order can have control of all those minerals? Seems like it. I mean, it is an oil-producing country. The people there shouldn't be starving, eating their cats and dogs, and worse. But it seems like it's a depopulation situation for the future of the world. Is the purpose for all this insanity. And apparently it's pretty sinister. So when you contemplate all this and you see the sky spraying, it just doesn't add up to something good. I could go on. I've talked about many things in my videos. Freemasonry and Satanism videos, New World Order videos, reading books, press releases, researched documents, watching videos, buying magazines, and creating hundreds of videos. And my conclusion is, we're in trouble. Somebody's serious, and somebody seriously wants to disarm the people, and this sky spraying program has to be costing a fortune. Yes? No? Long lines and short lines. Anyways, that's my story here on this Sunday afternoon. It just seems like it's concerning. The things that are going on all over the world. I don't even want to think what's going on in Syria now that they've caused so many distractions. The murder and mayhem of the Middle East is probably continuing. Meanwhile, here in the USA, we're being sprayed like we're bugs. Rick Miracle reporting. July the 10th. Sunday. About 5 p.m. 2016. And little doubt about it. That's a lot of sprayed stuff in the sky. I don't see anything that looks like clouds right there. So why would they put so much stuff, chemicals, intentionally in the sky? Does kind of have an effect on the sun's rays of the earth. No question about that. Let's look off over here to the east and see how immense the situation is right now. Oh my. Lots of stuff in the sky. No mistaking it. Clouds way off in the distance there, on the right above the tree line, below the horizon. But here, no mistaking the long, thick cigar line. Everything you see is dumped chemicals right there. What a picture. So, conservatively speaking, what would anybody guess is the cost to dump all this stuff in the sky? Rick Mariko reporting. July 10th. About 5:30. Just thought I'd make a note of something interesting. By the immense amount of powder, chemicals dumped in the sky. I've been having shortness of breath all day. Gasping for air. I suspect this stuff has something to do with it. Scientifically, how could it not? Look at that white chemical dump in the sky. Not clouds. And it is affecting my breathing. Rick Mariko reporting. Here's a jet flying, spraying nothing. FYI. Rick Mariko reporting. He's spraying nothing. It's a jet. July 10th. About 5:30. Had to go to the store. No question about the crazy spraying in the sky. Is there? It's visible everywhere. All the stuff appears to be dumped chemicals and ticking me off. It's messing with my breathing today. Maybe you can hear my wheezing. Clouds on the horizon over there. So, I do remember my friend in Santa Fe saying when they did this, the emergency room had a lot of people with breathing problems show up at the hospital. But definitely, I'm not breathing clearly. I don't smoke cigarettes or anything. I shouldn't have a problem. Anyways, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. None of this looks like clouds. Except for far off towards the northwest. All this looks like sprayed chemicals. And if it's messing with my breathing, it's got to be messing with other people breathing. Rick Mariko reporting on this Sunday in the mountains of North Carolina. Insanity in the sky. July 10th. Just walked out of the store and was thinking about it. If this stuff is causing my breathing problems, that's just not right. Is it? What could they do to us anytime they want? Rick Mariko reporting. July 10th. Almost 6 o'clock. And it's been a while since I had this breathing problem, gasping for air. But I remember in Florida one day I was approaching Tampa. And in my vehicle I had this problem, and I looked up and the sky spraying over Tampa, Florida, was crazy like this. And I remember many times in Orlando, I'd be inside my condo in Orlando, and have the same problem and look outside, this is what I would see in the sky. And one of the solutions so I could breathe would be to go buy some menthol throat lozenges. And the menthol seemed to ease my breathing problem. And I've had other people, you can look it up on the internet, say they've had this problem. But I haven't had it as bad. I mean, the last couple days I noticed a little bit of a breathing problem, but it's really bad today. You hear my wheezing. So I suppose I need to go get some menthol throat lozenges and see if that relieves me of this problem. Dumping chemicals in the sky there's no way, and anybody can't deny it looking at this video, and there's no way it can be harmless to us. And if they are using it as a weapon against humanity, anytime they want, they don't need machine guns and bombs. They could just spray us like we're bugs like they're doing, and add whatever ingredient to this concoction that's sprayed in the sky that you can see. When will the people wake up? Rick Miracle reporting here in the mountains of North Carolina.